got 2 cars. 2 cars. I don't need 2 cars. I don't have anywhere to park 2 cars, and as hard as I've tried, I haven't figured out how to drive 2 cars at the same time. I've loved cars since I was a little kid, and I've always spent a disproportionate amount of my time and money on cars. I love cars. Cars bring me joy, but I need to get rid of one of these cars. For the car nerds out there, I've got a 99 E36 M3, and 85 Corolla AE86 GTS. It's a real GTS, if you don't know what that means. I've had the BMW for about 6 years. I bought it after a really rough patch in my life, and it represented so much more to me than just a car and transportation. It represented freedom, specifically this newfound financial freedom I've had coming out of this really, really shitty spot. Now, this isn't an expensive car at all by today's standards, but even a little bit of money feels like a lot when you don't have any. Is that a rap line? Pretty sure it's a rap line. If it's not, I'm fucking claiming that shit. Enter the Corolla. Such a sick car, such a rad car. If you don't get it and this looks just like any 80s junker Toyota to you, just Google AE86 to figure it out. Or actually, don't even worry about it. Don't even bother, it doesn't matter. When I first saw one of these done proper, I was like, this car is so sick, I have to have it, and it went on the list. I have a list of all the cars I'm gonna own at some point. Last year, with the help of my friend David, we were able to find a really, really clean example and bring it home from Canada. We went to Canada to get it. You saw the video? Now, for being a Corolla from the 80s, you'd be shocked at how much money these things go for, but you gotta pay to play. If you got this far in the video and we're like, bro, you got 2 spots, and it's like, yeah, but my wife has a car too, and we have 2 spots for 3 cars. 2 of mine, 1 of hers. All right? Sometimes you wanna live that Jetta lifestyle. Here's the problem. I'm on this kick to only bring things into my life that add real joy and to just purge everything else. And I've simplified a lot of things over the past couple years. If you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you'll probably notice that I wear a lot of the same clothes over and over and over again. I purposely got this open shelving in my room so that I can't hide anything behind doors or drawers. So if I want to keep a bunch of garbage or useless shit around, I have to deal with it staring me in the face every day. I'm not a minimalist. I like to think of myself as an intentionalist, and maybe at most you could say I'm minimal-ish. So over the past few months, I've really fallen in love with the Corolla. I haven't driven the BMW at all. It just sits there. It doesn't bring me joy. It's actually kind of fucking annoying. It's annoying because I have to wash it, detail it, and maintain it so that it doesn't lose its resale value. If something does happen to it, like it gets dinged in the parking lot, or I drive it around the block and it explodes, all of a sudden I have to deal with fixing a car that I don't even drive. And we've been doing some new long-term financial planning, and the money that we could get from selling the car would really help jumpstart that. But listing it on Craigslist and dealing with Craigslisters sounds like a nightmare. It just stresses me out, it's stressful. Bottom line, this thing is taking up a ton of mental energy. Now, this isn't the first time I've experienced something like this, but it is the first time I've been so blatantly aware of how an inanimate object can drain so much of my energy. It's like there's this background program that's constantly running, tapping on my brain, being annoying all the time. From the time we're kids, we're taught that more is better, newer is better. The things that we acquire can be an outward expression of our worth to other people. We don't question what we're bringing into our lives, who we're giving our money to, who we're giving our time to, and for what cause. And by we, I mean me in certain periods of my life, and it's just bad. And even though I'm not in that mindset anymore, I was still disappointed in how attached I'd become to this thing, this object that I never used, that wasn't making me happy, that was just sucking all my energy. That's some old bullshit. This morning might be the morning that I sell the car. I'm gonna go meet the dude who might buy it. I'm a little emotional. This might be the last time I ever drive this motherfucking thing. So we will see. Today, I sold the E36 to a dude named Raleigh. Super rad guy. It's going to a really good home, and there were some emotions involved, but I'm alive. I'm alive. I feel, dare I say, I feel lighter? Lighter is probably a good way to put it. I know what you're thinking. He's making this video to rationalize a decision that he already regrets. I feel fine. It's actually the day after I sold the car now, and I figured I'd go for a little drive in this dude. Pretty hyped. If you're wondering why the camera is where it is, usually I would mount it up here, But this has an uncracked dash, and finding one of these with an uncracked dash is like finding a fucking unicorn in a haystack, so no thanks. And make no mistake, I will have 2 cars again, but it'll be at a time in my life when I'm financially, mentally, and spatially free enough to enjoy both of them on a regular basis and have them both add joy to my life and not just have one of them sucking my soul and be like, look, I have 2 cars, isn't that cool? And that's just not where my life's at right now. Are there things in your life that are draining your energy, that are adding to your mental clutter, or do you just think that I'm full of shit? Let me know. I want to hear about it. Stay dialed, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace. Say hi. Camera's up there. Camera's up there. Full transparency, there's 100% a lesson to learn here, but I also did want an excuse to shoot a little bit of footage of the car before it left. I didn't get to shoot as much as it liked because it was raining and terrible weather and everything, but I just wanted to kick it to you straight, you know what I'm saying? Put the shit to use, but don't think that I just didn't want to,